Christine's Corner. Stay and watch the show. You'll feed your heart and soul. Meeting people in the know. Christine's Corner. Christine's Corner. Christine's Corner.
Hi, welcome back to Christine's Corner. I'd love to have you back. And Grandma Christine is reading children's books today. I haven't done that in a long time. My first book today is I Am Kind Right Now. It's illustrated by Goose Masick and written by Dr. Daniela Owen. And the publisher is Puppy Dogs and Ice Cream. They're wonderful, wonderful illustrations in here. I can't wait to show you and tell you the story. So right now, I am kind. It's a nice shirt and thank you. Sometimes we just want to think about ourselves. You done that? We want what we want. We want to do what we want to do, and we don't want to think about other people. But we live in a world with lots of other people. There are lots of other people, all different kinds. It's a wonderful world to live in. Many of us have families at home. Do you? Classmates and teachers in our schools, and friends in our neighborhoods, towns, and cities. It's important to be aware of and kind to all these other people. See? You got a grandma, your sister or brother, your mom, your dad, your baby brother, baby sister. When we pay attention to other people, it helps us to be more aware of our own actions. And our actions are important because they can affect others. Like opening the door and saying thank you. I'm sure you all do that. There are a few simple ways to be mindful of our actions and to be good, kind citizens in our communities, whether it's in our homes, in our neighborhoods, or in our schools. The first way to be kind is to look around you and be aware of other people wherever you go. When you notice who's around you, you can see whether you need to change your actions based on those other people. See this boy, he's in a wheelchair. Do you know anybody who's in a wheelchair? A second way to be kind is to ask people if they need any help. Like maybe your mom, she's baking. Do you need any help? Or maybe washing the dishes for her. Pages can get sticky, can't they? Even though you may prefer to do something else, after a short time, you will find joy in helping others. Contributing makes us feel more valuable as people. And the people we help will really appreciate it. Like your mom or your dad saying thank you and giving you big hugs. A third way to be kind is to show people you care through random acts of kindness. Like this girl, she gave her a card. You can even make a card. Drawings or coloring or painting. When we think about people in our community and do kind things for them, even if they didn't ask us to, we feel connected to them. Try looking around and seeing if there are any kind things that you can do, like putting toys away, giving a thoughtful gift, or taking care of a pet. Like this boy, he's feeding his dog. Sometimes it can take extra time and effort to notice what's happening around us and to do something helpful. But practicing this is worth it because caring for those in our communities turns us into kind people. You see, there's waving to each other. Have a nice day. So remind yourself right now, I am kind. You see that now? I am kind. We have our next book is A Friend is Someone Who. Like this boy, he's holding the umbrella for the little girl and himself. It's illustrated by Tanya Menike, written by Merrily Joy Mayfield. Puppy Dogs and Ice Cream is the publisher. Always takes a while to turn those pages. A friend is someone who hugs you when you're sad or feeling blue, when things don't go as well as planned, when your friend will comfort you and understand. Like this one is just a birthday and it's raining, so everyone had to go inside and he's comforting her. If you feel like stopping before you even start, a friend encourages you so you don't lose heart. Your friend will be there waiting by your side to give you the strength you need inside. This little boy, he fell off his bike and his friend is helping him back up and make sure he's okay. You do that too, don't you? If you have a special secret to share, it's good to tell. Tell it to someone who will care. When you don't want anyone to spread your news, a true friend won't spill out any tiny hints or clues. You and your friend hang around together. You share sunny jokes, even when it's stormy weather. Your friend always knows the things that make you smile, even if you don't always share the same style. You have your friends like that, you're still friends even though you don't do the same things. When you're passing time with your friend, you wish the day would never end. Sometimes the simplest things you do will stick in your memory like happy glue. Your best friend can teach you how to soar. And if you're shy, your friend might get you to roar. Thanks to what your friends suggest, you might get to do something that makes you feel like a completely new you. If you're anxious and feeling a bit scared, your friend can help you get prepared. Soon you'll be brave enough to begin, and your friend will cheer the loudest when you win. Your friend can give you courage to face the unknown. With your friend by your side, you know you're not alone. Even if you're both scared, that's okay too. You can help each other figure out what to do. There isn't anything more wonderful than playing pretend. You can make up stories and act them out with your friend. You'll take turns playing the hero and the villain too. Adventures await. There's treasure to pursue. You play that outside, pretend you're somebody else, maybe a princess or maybe a pirate. When you're discouraged, your friend can make you smile. Silly jokes and antics lift you up after a while. And when your friend is feeling down, you can be the one to tell jokes. act silly, and change the mood to fun. You might feel that you'll never have a friend, but there's one easy way to make this feeling end. Just reach out to someone who feels the same way as you. It's the best way to start a friendship with someone new. Your big sister can be an angel in disguise. She watches over you so you don't do something unwise. Even though she might be older, she's your friend too. She's a special kind of friend who always loves you. Sometimes you're so filled up, you want to explode. Your brother will listen and let you unload. Then, instead of telling you what he thinks you should do, he guides you to the answer that is right for you. How about you, boys and girls? This happened for you? Your brother or sister helps you? As you grow up, you'll attend lots of different schools. And when you get there, you'll need to learn new rules. Your teachers can be friends. They care about you too. They want to see you be your best in everything you do. A friend isn't always a person. Pets are different than the rest. Even though they cannot talk, there are times when they know best. They stay close by and cuddle you when you're feeling sad, and bounce about and wag their tails when you're feeling glad. Do you have a pet at home too? Aren't they're just such good friends with you? Your mom has always loved you from the very first day. She has a friendly way of teaching you while you're both at play. She shows you all the yummy foods that home chefs can make, and she'll be bursting with pride when you bake your very first cake. Sometimes your dad is your best friend on earth. He encourages you to try harder and understand your worth. He'll help you step by step to reach your every goal as you practice to get the golf ball in the hole. You've done things with your mom or dad. Maybe you don't play golf or bake a cake, but it's always fun, and you get to know your mom and dad more. Your grandma is part of your family, but she can also be your friend. You know you can tell her anything. On her advice you can depend. She tells you many stories about when she was your age and reads you books at bedtime as you turn each page. Going for a nature walk with your grandpa is a very fun thing to do. He knows about the plants and animals, and he'll be glad to teach you. You can share your dreams with him, and he'll say he understands. As your friend, he loves to hear about all your adventure plans. If you look in the mirror, you'll see a friendly face looking back. Be kind to yourself, be positive, and you will stay on track. Life sometimes gets bumpy, but no matter who you are, if you learn to be your own best friend, you'll always be a star. Have you done this? So look at yourself in the mirror and you just tell yourself all the good positive words, because that's who you are. No negative. It's all good. All good. Isn't that a lovely story? A friend is someone who... We have time, I think, for one more book. Anybody have animals and dogs out there? Sit, Stay, Love, Life Lessons from a Doggie. Written by Shalane Kilduff. Illustrated by Sally Broderman. Puppy Dogs and Ice Cream is the publisher. All the books that I'm reading are from them. May we not just learn life's most important lessons, but live them every day. Pay more attention to our people. Take time to rest. Find joy in the little things. May you sit longer with those who make you happy. Stay a while in the places that bring you joy. And love greater than yesterday, for the days go fast. That was the intro. So sit, stay, love, life lessons from a doggy. There's so much to learn as you grow up. Sometimes the best lessons can come from a pup. Look at all these puppies. Aren't they cute? I'm sure yours is too, right? Some are small, some are big, some are really big. As you get big and strong and wise, remember that courage doesn't come from your size. Do the right thing, even when it's hard. Don't go with strangers and stay close to your yard. And remember, this is a doggy talking. Obey authority and give respect where it's due. Always remember that God's watching you. Do your chores and pick up your mess. Give what you can to those who have less. Share your toys and take time to play. Be sure to get your rest after a long day. Whenever you can, offer lots of snugs. Give your best humans all of the hugs. You hug your dog today? Or maybe you have a cat. Love her with all you can and with all your might. Excuse me. Be kind to others and do not fight. Be a great listener and always do good. Never sit down when you should have stood. Guide your feet where they should go. Is the bad way or the good way? Follow your heart and lead it so. Say your prayers every night. When it's dark, be the light. Be a blessing and help others out. That's what life is all about. Look at all these puppies. Aren't they adorable? Those are the puppies. Excuse me. Looks like we have time for one more. So right now I am brave. Do you feel brave? Like Who's in That Closet? Written by Dr. Daniela Owen. Illustrated by Goose Basic. Puppy Dogs and Ice Cream is the publisher. So you are brave, you're courageous, all these positive words you should be giving yourself and others. It's okay to be scared and be frightened. Sometimes things can feel really scary. Ooh. These may be things that other kids find scary too, like robbers or snakes. You have a scary thing? I got spiders in here. I don't like spiders and snakes either. Ooh. Or there may be things that most kids don't find scary at all. Like playing your music or instrument. Do you play an instrument? When the things we find scary are not actually dangerous, then it's time to be brave. It's not dangerous, right? It's okay to be scared, but you got this. You can handle it, and you can do it. Being brave is about facing something that is scary or hard for you to deal with. Sometimes we choose to be brave because it's the right thing to do. Like you see somebody fighting, you're like, leave them alone. Firefighters, astronauts, and soldiers are all brave, and their jobs are really hard. See the picture? When something feels scary, our brains may tell us to run away, go and hide, or stay away no matter what. I'm sure you felt that way too on certain things, but we don't always have to listen to what our brains tell us. Sometimes our brains play tricks on us and tell us something is scarier than it actually is. You're looking at that slide and it looks pretty tall. I don't know. Can I go down it? That ladder is really tall too. Think back. Have you ever been worried, nervous, or scared to do something new? Then once you did it, you were so glad you did. Being brave is tough. It's tough for firefighters, astronauts, and soldiers. It can be tough for kids too, but you can do it. On the brave path. One way to be brave is to talk to yourself in an encouraging way. When your brain is saying, "Not so fast," tell yourself, "I can handle it." Then you will feel much more confident and brave. How about you give it a try? Say, "I can do this. I am brave." There you go. Even though I feel scared right now, I can do this. I'm brave. Cheering ourselves on is one of the best ways to help us be brave. You're courageous. Go for it. Another way to help ourselves feel brave is by making a plan to do something brave. When we set a goal and make a promise to ourselves, we are more likely to achieve our goal. When the time comes to do the brave thing, remember, I made a promise to myself, and I will be very glad that I kept my promise. What helps the most is doing something brave and discovering that you can handle it. You ever have to stand in front of the class and give a book report? That's scary. Once we do something brave, we are always glad we did. We feel extremely proud of ourselves, which makes it a tiny bit easier to be brave the next time. A great thing to do after we have been brave is to reward ourselves. Being brave is tough, and when we accomplish tough things, it's nice to give ourselves a reward. We can reward ourselves with a pat on the back, a self-hug, or by telling ourselves how great it is that we choose to be brave. So pat yourself on the back and say, "You're a champion. I'm brave." Remind yourself right now, "I am brave." Have you done that? I am brave and courageous. You're doing a great job. Love to see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. Love you.
The water's warm at Jaws Pond, and we're stocked full of treasures. Big or small, we buy it all. We buy and sell fast rides, power tools, vintage guitars, and so much more. Walk the plank in style with our fine jewelry, diamonds, and watches. Plus, we have a huge selection of the latest video games, including the new PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Jaws Pond, conveniently located on Meriden Waterbury Turnpike in Southington and West Main Street in New Britain.